Hi, good evening. I'm just looking at the CAT results. Pleasant surprise for a lot of people because score to jo aa raha tha wo aa gaya. And what has happened is, of course, there's been a huge drop. I kind of felt that when I saw the first slot paper that this year there's going to be a huge drop in the number of in the scores. And while I felt stop short, if you watch my analysis session of the first lot, मैंने बोला था कि मेरे को तो 90 के आसपास लग रहा है कि 99 परसेंटाइल आएगा. थोड़ा हो सकता है कम भी हो. मतलब I was, because nobody else was predicting that. मैंने बोला नहीं था कि 90 के नीचे भी जा सकता है, बट मेरे को 80s में भी लग रहा था कि it is possible, and that's exactly what has happened. 83 पे 99 percentile आ गया, which is a huge story in itself because this has never happened. This has never happened. 83 पे 99 percentile. मतलब you can think about it. It's from a 50% kind of exam for the 99 percentile score. It is straight away dropped down to around 42-43%. Because 198 marks से 83 अगर score किए हो and you're getting 99 percentile, 198 marks में से 83 is 99 percentile. It's barely 42% of the net score, and that's a huge story that's building up. I mean, what it shows is that this year, matlab, I always look at the CAT paper as something where there is a kind of a demon who's guarding the marks against you, and you have to take the marks. You literally have to pull the marks from him, and that demon became extremely lethal this time. मतलब लास्ट ईयर तक वो 2000 लोग को 98 99 मार्क्स देता था. इस साल 2000 लोग को सिर्फ 83 मार्क्स दिया उसने. So you can imagine the huge difference, the huge drop that has happened. In fact, immediate scores that we have learned of. I mean, if I just read out a few scores that have that I mean, even otherwise, अगर देखोगे तो you will see that for example, the 99.9 percentile scores have dropped from 120s to around 108, 100, 109, 105 marks पे. Student of us got 99.84. So 105 marks is equivalent to 120 of last year. So there's straight away 15 marks drop in what you have done. And I'm joined by Meenakshi ma'am also here. She is also with me today.
Hello,
And
good evening.
So a lot of questions coming in. Your first thoughts on on what's happened on the
So,
numbers?
as everybody has seen this, the first slot, especially, which was very difficult, and which everybody was talking about that it is difficult, and the skill score and the percentile prediction has gone way off what it was last year. So, a drop of almost 12 to 15 marks for a 99 percentile is what we saw, and that makes a lot of people who were thinking that their exam has gone bad, maybe it has not gone so bad, because it's a percentile, so it is a comparative thing. And we can look at actually some decent results even on low scores. That's what.
Yeah,
So
so I think a lot of people have given up hopes because they were scoring only 80, 82, 83, 85, and suddenly they are in the 99 percentile category this year. But nobody had ever predicted. In fact, some of the YouTube analysis were so off. People are talking about 100, 110 pe aa jayega and all those things. And really, when I listened to that, I felt that I mean, most of these YouTube gurus did not really know what they're talking about. Mera prediction 90 or 90 से lower side pe tha because I'd seen a drop. The quality of the verbal section had definitely gone up. So I was predicting thinking of a 5 mark drop on that. DILR also, instead of one very tough set and two normal sets and one easy set from last year, it had gone to three tough sets and one normal set, or maybe two very tough sets, one normal set and one two normal sets kind of thing. So there was no scoring available the way you had free scoring available in the previous score, and that's why. So I think those are my first impressions there with respect to the score.
Yeah, and I mean, people who were, especially who were supposed to be strong in VRC, as soon as they saw the paper, I mean, when they started solving the passages, you had to reread it so many times, especially a couple of them, due to which they lost confidence and did badly in the other sections also. So that's what happened. But then I think the results will be fine because it was difficult for everybody. So, and that is how it happens. If it's difficult for everyone, and easy is easy for everyone. So let's look
The
at some of the scores and talk about what kind of
just look
colleges they
at
can expect.
95.78 CAT percentile, what I have calls DU Maths Honors. I think you can get a fair bit of calls.
Yeah, I
999, and
mean, lower IIMs, baby IIMs was a definitely
a lot of
you'll be
calls.
getting, yeah, a lot of calls. ABCL is difficult, of course, but other than that, IK also. But if you've applied for the allied courses, not the PGP, but the other courses, so you'll get calls from even the top IIMs if you have
They were
applied.
yes, variation. Amrit is asking 98.91, 10, 10, 10. Non-Jamil, 18-month work. So you got a fair chance at
Very,
getting here. Will I get? Nobody can say.
very.
Unless you get it or not, don't get it. Let's keep it this thing.
Yes,
Uh,
Amrit has a very good chance. He has a good profile also, actually. So
so
definitely.
that's the this thing. So I mean, individual scores. Mukul is 96.87. Indore MDI. MDI तो आ जाएगा Mukul. And again, see this. This is again indicated 67 marks per 96.87 percentile. Last year, 67 marks we were barely touching 91, 92 percentile. So he almost at 97 percentile at 67 marks, which is a huge shift. So I think जितना despondence on the day of the CAT था, उतना ही खुशी आज होना चाहिए कि चलो at least what happened to you was not something that happened to you itself, and the whole thing that I mean I think people who lost out today are I mean on the D day were or today's results are people who had too much investment on the results and started thinking too much कि ये section खराब हुआ वो section खराब हुआ क्या करूँगा मैं and all those things, and people who stuck to their trained instincts in the exam turned out fine. That's how it is, right? So Gargi has a question. I'm not taking any speculative questions any longer because it's more or less more of the same now. Uh, when will the interviews happen? Is Gargi's question. So
They will start as after 15th of January. You can expect some interviews to start off.
yeah, I think early February to definitely start हो जाएगा
Some
because
colleges will start 15th of January also.
January result start होता है. तो 15-20 जनवरी से तो डेफिनेटली मतलब फर्स्ट वीक जनवरी फरवरी तो डेफिनेट स्टार्ट हो जाएगा इंटरव्यूज बट यू कैन आल्सो
Yes, I
एक्सपेक्ट
believe end of January also they can start. Some of the colleges will start because they want the early bird advantage. So before the ZAT calls come, some of the colleges will send, especially the B level colleges and the lower level colleges. They will want their interviews to start off so that people join them faster.
Shreyashi, congratulations for 19.68. Wonderful. Good news today for
Wonderful.
you. You must not have been expecting more than 98, 99 with the kind of you must have.
She was always bright and
Yeah, but
her responses in the class were
I think
good.
the results have been. I mean, मतलब एक बार the cat put you down, कि score ही नहीं आ रहा है. लोगों का people became despondent, started moving here and there, and then suddenly today the good news that scores have dropped drastically for the same percentiles. Nobody in their wildest imagination. मेरे को लग रहा था मैं जब मैंने solve किया था slot 1, मुझे लग रहा था कि मैं कुछ गड़बड़ है इस साल के पेपर में because it was outrageously difficult. I have not seen a reading comprehension passage as tough as that critical theory of technology one ever in my life. And when I say that, I've seen 20,
Especially,
20
yeah.
plus cats, 25 plus cats, 20 cats तो मैंने खुद दिया है 21 times और 25-27 कैट दिया है देखा है मैंने GMAT passages देखे हैं सब कुछ देखा हुआ है मैंने and I have not seen anything as tough as that. This thing. Hi, Arun joins us. Hi, Arun.
I
Hello,
So
ma'am.
what are your first impressions today? I think it's
Uh,
good news for everybody. I guess
yes, quite nice.
the brand has
Some,
gone down to 15 marks.
Very true. And lot of good calls coming in, so it's a very good feeling.
Yeah,
People do that also.
yeah. So Shreyasi, thank you so much, Shreyasi, for your kind words. Our focus always is to guide. I mean, whether you are a student or you are on YouTube, whatever. I mean, we try to give honest advice about the guidance, about what you need to do. We are very clear about one thing. Even with Mindwork students, I'm very clear about this. That बेटा काम तुमको करना पड़ेगा. It's not I will do your work. Because मैं काम करूँगा तो मेरे को फायदा होगा, तुमको फायदा नहीं होगा. तो काम तुमको करना पड़ेगा. मैं रास्ते दिखाऊंगा तुमको कि ये काम करोगे तो you'll get an outcome. And those of you who have not performed well, please remember one thing. It's not. I mean, the result is a number, right? So it does not mean that it is something which defines you as a person, right? And the CAT result is I mean, the CAT result is something which which is a function of two things. It's a function of your ability and your performance. So on the D day, performance is the same, and there are a lot of uncontrollables on the D day which you can't control. So if you have had a bad result, try to frame a recovery policy and how you want to come fight back from what happened, and make it big the next time and make it happen the next time. Look at Lionel Messi, 2014 World Cup final he lost. 2018 France pre-quarter final में हार गया. And even I mean even this match, if he had lost with that last shot on goal by France, so it would not have made him a lesser player just because of the fact that he didn't win the World Cup. But कभी ना कभी luck तो साथ में आता ही है. So you have to remember this. So a lot of questions. Do you want to take some speculative questions? A lot of speculation questions coming, Arun.
Yes.
Yes, we were handling that only
Yeah,
since the first game.
ठीक
I
है
was
sir.
handling this quiz, so we can
Yeah,
take some here. Yeah.
yeah. So because you are the expert at Mindworks for these things. So
Yes,
we'll
sir, definitely.
uh,
I'll try my
let
best
me.
to answer. So when will I am start giving calls? So most probably within 2 weeks, you should start getting calls.
Yeah.
Pallavi 68.282, and so at 68 70 percentile, you should not expect too much. Maybe since you have EWS also and your agats are good, so colleges like Tapmi, uh, maybe Gym,
Right.
right chances. So these colleges of that kind can call LVSIM. Uh,
Shubman has been a regular visitor to our live chats. So we can
yes,
answer the question 97.46%.
Shubman,
That's good, Shubman.
fresher non-engineer male, 999 acats. Yes, at 97.4, you can expect MDI, SP Jain, and even since it's 999, I am Indore, I am
Indore
Kozhikode.
might consider, definitely,
They
yes.
might consider Kozhikode also, a non-engineer, so that advantage is also there.
Yeah,
And IITs, except for IIT Bombay and IIT Delhi, all the IITs should call you. All the new IIMs will call you, all the baby IIMs. And IIT Ghaziabad, IMI Delhi, Gym. So all these colleges should call you.
yeah.
Pratish Pradhan's 99.52. Congrats, Pratish.
Very good
Gem.
results, yeah. So
Gem.
99, of course, can get, and plus WorkX is there. So I
ABC.
believe you
Right?
can get most of the good calls, right?
Most of the good calls. 2 years of WorkX is quite decent. I think you get good weightage
It's a
there
good score
And
actually.
10, 12 is 90 plus. So you can get all the, I think ABC, all of them might call you.
Yes, yes. C
But
definitely possible. A B we are never sure. A
strong,
B is
strong
something.
chance, strong
Yeah.
chance. Yeah,
C is possible.
Mehul Modi. Congratulations, Mehul.
very good.
99.8. Score of
Yeah,
around 106, I guess. And non-engineer and good acads. So I think you can expect everything.
yeah,
ABC.
Everything.
Mehul,
Yeah.
Yeah,
everything.
yeah. तुमको नहीं
Everything
भेजेंगे
is
तो calls.
Siddhant is also asking a very similar profile, 97.8 and 999. So again, very similar. IK definitely, and
yes.
even L might.
FMS, yeah,
FMS, yes. FMS
Non-engineer.
थोड़ा
Hmm.
diff मतलब if you're lucky you might. You can't say no, but
Yes.
थोड़ा
I know
difficult.
because FMS will calls. I mean, majority of the work this thing is on
It's
CAT
99.
99.3, 99.4 plus पे ही आता है अपने पास. Pranav Chaturvedi 99.73. If things are other things are good, I think you should get good calls. Pranav. Okay, so let me just तुम लोग तब तक आंसर कर सकते हो इसको. You have the control of putting things on
No, I don't think so.
thing,
But
Arun.
we can just look at. So
Can
Mukul
try.
is
Yeah,
talking
we can do
about
that.
a
Yeah,
different question.
I just
Like,
looking at.
Okay.
Let me just do some score analysis and keep coming up with my points in between.
Yeah, sure.
sure.
You guys
Vivek
cannot.
Singh is 998 and a cat's 96.49, non-engineer, EWS. So I think at 96, 97 percentile, Vivek, you can expect calls from MDI, SPJ. I am Indore Cozy Code, yes, because you are
All the
non-engineer.
lower baby IMs, everything.
Maybe IIMs, new IIMs, all these definitely possible. IIT Delhi, yes. Mumbai, I'm not very sure. But other than that, uh, IMT Ghaziabad, IMI Delhi, all those League of Colleges are possible,
Mhm.
right? Then please
It's 8 o'clock.
send all details. I mean, if you're just sending percentile, it's difficult to comment. So
And
please
he's
send,
also
yeah,
asking
so that,
about our GDPI program. So yes, the GDPI program has already started, and we are inducting people every week. So we'll do a elaborate online plus if you and there's a contact program at our Delhi Connaught Place Center also.
right,
So the mentors, obviously, three of us are the key mentors, and together with it, we also have a team of people who are with us, who are from the industry, experienced, and who will help you in your interviews, in your group discussions, in your verbal written ability test, also your SOP writing. So that is
right.
and Arun, you can also elaborate. Also, the general knowledge and etc.
Okay, we'll have
Those
extensive classes for
modules will
GK,
be, yeah.
more than 25 classes for GK, so that you are thorough with your current affairs and the static portion, which comes in the interviews.
I was just doing an
Well,
analysis of the verbal scores, sectional scores. So 19 marks per is 83 percentile, 31 per 96.57, and 45 per 99.71. So the spectrum is between 19 marks to 45 marks. You are going from 83 percentile, which means 30,000 people have got 19 marks.
right.
And 45 marks per 99.71 percentile means around zero point 0.3. So 600 people. 600
Mm,
people have scored 45 marks in the verbal. So I mean, lessons for CAT 23 is get 10 questions correct in verbal, and you should be good. I mean, I
right.
think now that they've set a standard, the IIMs don't have they don't have a tendency of reducing the quality. So we can expect more of the same coming in next year for CAT 23 onwards. And the big message is get 10, 12 questions correct, and you are through verbal. That's better question.
Yeah, but they have to minimize their errors, so
Um,
Obviously.
so that they avoid the negative marking.
I always believe in all corrects in Solvent. So
So we will have to look at a net score of 30 and above. So if you are
yeah.
in the 35 range, you are very, very close to a good call, definitely.
So Shaurya Gupta is 10th, 10 CGPA, 1294, grad 9.4, male non-engineer, CAT 91.93, sectional what to expect. So non-engineer, male, general, your graduation stream, BTech or non-BTech, so non-engineer, okay, obviously you have written here. So at 91, 92 percentile, you should expect calls from most of the baby IMs and some new IMs because you are non-engineer. You have decent ACADs, so IMTs, IMI
Anti
always call you,
Ghaziabad and all will give you, huh?
will give you a call.
Yeah.
Prepare well for GDPI and focus on that. That is one big exam which is still left. So,
So I was also looking at a spread of the DILR scores, and what I can see is based on some scorecards I have, and I predicted this 30, 32, 33, 31, 33 पे last year 99 percentile था,
hmm,
और इस साल 29 पे you crossed 99.14 percentile, 29 point something पे. So I predicted that 27 to 30 के range में रहेगा 19, pretty decent 98, 99%, 99 percentile kind of range. and it's about that. So it's around a 5 mark drop in the DILR percentiles also in terms of what you are getting. So basically, it's two sets. This year, anybody who got two sets done is getting a
Right.
90 percentile in this year's exam. So, I mean, I
This
think a lot of
will,
people got very despondent ki do hi set hua hai and all, and they went on and spoiled their third section. And
Right.
if you remember, I mean, if some of you have been following me on YouTube, one day before the exam, I had talked about the fact you play three different innings. Let you even if you're wiped out in the first, in two innings, keep fighting in the third one. Play it separately. You never know what will happen. So I think people who did that did work out much better than people who lost it because of the same. Cat does this. No matter how much you prepare, वो तुमको psychologically dominate कर देता है. And that's something that अनफॉर्चुनेटली मैं कैट 23 स्टूडेंट्स को नहीं समझा सकता है बात. वो लोग बात नहीं समझते हैं. बहुत बोलता भी हूं उन लोगों को कि ये होगा, but you actually uh, get to know it only when you actually experience it. I mean,
Is it
जैसे
true?
so I mean, I remember Preetham Singh used to teach us at IIM Bangalore. He was one of the greatest professors of management. So IIM Bangalore में मैं उनसे 1993-94 में I was a student of his, and then I met him. Next time I met him was 2002, and 2002 में he was the director of IIM Lucknow when I met him. And I just touched his feet and I said, "Thank you, sir, for what you taught me in '93." At that time, I was not good enough to understand what you were teaching me. Like in the last 5-7 years, every time I faced an issue or a problem in my life, your words come back to me, and those learnings come back to help me overcome those. So exactly वही aspect cat के साथ भी है कि you actually experience once you experience it, you realize it. चलो, so.
so okay. Somebody was asking how will the SP GMI, Mukul was asking how will the SPGN profile based call be impacted due to this early rollout. See, if you have a decent percentile, then you should not be worried. And
Obviously.
the profile based calls might still come, but if you have a low percentile, you might not be able to convert it. So that is the issue.
By default, I mean, by definition, a profile-based call is a profile-based call, so it does not look at your CAT result.
Yeah.
Right.
The second level में ही consider होगा.
अच्छा,
It
ये
won't be
Pranav
not too.
Chaturvedi, I think you can get a call, right? Pranav can get calls ABC.
Yeah,
Can
call
get
from
calls.
all
Yes, definitely.
IT Dhanbad. You should get
This
ABC.
that I'll ask Arun to answer this.
Can you show a full-time online e-com startup owner or core team member as work experience while doing a part-time intern after graduation? See, internship will not be counted, obviously. So you can show your full-time startup as a job or as you have started something. It will definitely be held in your favor. In the interview, you can talk about it in detail. So it will be very, very valuable. You should
Are
just
they,
know what you are saying.
are they
Be
giving
thorough with
work,
it.
work ex points for that?
Yes, yes,
Or
they'll give. They'll give.
They will. They will.
so
You
what do
just
you
need
need? That's the question a lot of
joining
people ask.
letter. Joining
What
letter. If you can get some pay slips,
if it's
pay
on
slip.
startup? How do you do that?
So
The
startup is
salaries.
there. Then obviously, if he is having a partner, so he can get a letter signed by the partner that he is also a director or the owner of the firm.
Okay.
And if it is registered, it is still fine. If not registered, then the second director can authorize it, and or the second partner can authorize. And if he is drawing salary, you can take pay slips. That should be enough. Pay slips and one letter should be enough. Plus, you should know it inside out. Questions will be asked, obviously, so you should be able to answer. That should suffice.
Shreyas, congratulations, 99.82 percentile. You will get calls. I got calls. So you should expect most of the calls. 10-12 भी अच्छा है तुम्हारा.
Right.
So with
64 in BARC is difficult, but that's the problem.
64
The
in BS.
cutoff, the
lower
cutoff
amps,
is getting.
lower amps and baby amps, so you can new amps and baby amps you should get.
They can, yes.
So you get cut off so much.
Some of
Sometimes
them,
they do.
it's a mixed bag. So some colleges look at that. Like IIM Rohtak does not look at sectional cutoffs. So IIM Rohtak will call you, but then it varies. Don't worry too much.
हाँ. So outside the top 6-7 colleges, उसके बाद there are a lot of colleges which are on the same
Yeah,
level.
they
Have
need
enough.
Right.
The non-IIMs will not consider the sectional cutoff so much. They'll go for the overall percentile. So
Right, right.
you will
So
get decent calls. Huh?
I might tap me and all those easily.
Yeah,
They'll call
definitely.
you. They will call.
Even a Great Lakes or something like that will come.
Huh.
Great Lakes, Jim, Tapmi, Wellinger, LBSIM, IMI, IMT, all these will call. Anjali, 99.42. Congrats. See 70 plus is decent. I mean, some colleges ask for 80, otherwise 70 plus is decent. Don't worry too much. And fresher, non-engineer,
लोअर वाला नहीं आया, मतलब वो टॉप वाला नहीं आया उसके कारण 73 के
top
लिए.
वाला थोड़ा सा हाँ. Although Ahmedabad asks only for 70 and Bangalore तो
FMS
70. FMS में I need to check sectional cutoff है भी कि नहीं. But
FMS
99.42 is
might
decent.
consider, but 73 percentile में हो सकता है. I think she has a fair chance. Definitely.
Right.
Good, great, Yash. Congratulations. So
10, 10,
36.
12.
most of the good
Listen,
calls, I think, Yash.
Yeah,
Work XP है. You are
पॉकेट्स है, CGPA is good है, 10 12 अच्छा है.
इंजीनियर है तो भी मतलब कलकत्ता शुड कॉल. ए बी थोड़ा मुश्किल हो सकता है.
Calcutta call
बट
तो definite. हाँ.
कलकत्ता विल कॉल यू एंड लखनऊ इंदौर तो आ जाना चाहिए. 36 months of work ex तो quite nice. कौशल 91 NCOP नॉन इंजीनियर.
ओबीसी में 91 में आई थिंक एबीसी के बाहर आ सकता है कॉल्स.
आ
हाँ
जाएगा
एबीसी के
calls.
बाहर आ जाएगा. लखनऊ से आ जाना चाहिए. इंदौर कोझिकोड 10 12 अच्छा है तो डिसेंट. 85 percentile in all. जेम सेक्शनल 99.01. 95 87 73 14 months. इसमें भी वही है. ए बी
एलआई के
L
हाँ एल आई.
L L onwards touch कर जाएगा calls अर्जुन है ना.
हाँ
LIK हाँ.
एल आई के
And
शिलोंग भी हो जाएगा.
हाँ.
बाकी
MDI
सारा
and all वो सब तो आ ही
EMI
जाएगा. हाँ.
जाएगा. सारा फाइट एबीसी का ही है.
हाँ
99.29
ओबीसी
ओबीसी.
डेफिनेट. ओबीसी है तो डेफिनेट 99.29 100% कॉल है.
Arun
आ
आ
जाएगा.
जाएगा. हाँ. Arun Kumar can get a call definitely. And just a general advice for all the others, those who have got anything above 92 or 91, if you have filled the ABM courses and the other courses, the liberal
Right.
arts program and all of those, you will get calls. If you have a percentile above 91, 92, you can expect calls for the other, programs, not the PGP, but the other programs. So you will get an IM call. If you want to desperately join this year, you will get that call.
Right.
Bharat also you can expect a lot of good calls. ABC भी possible है. Uh,
Fresher.
yeah, Blackie calls all possible.
Right.
It depends on
Definitely.
also, but I think you're doing okay in the sectionals if you've not written anything about it. So it means that we would expect you to get calls from most places.
Simrandeep is saying GEM WorkX 1 year 98.9. So I think 98.9 again apart from ABC बाकी तो आ सकता है calls है ना.
Nikhil Kumar 94 EWS non-engineer. I think new AM baby AMs EWS
possible.
में LIK नहीं आएगा इस पे 94
नहीं आएगा. लाइक नहीं आएगा.
मुश्किल है मतलब.
इंदौर कोझिकोड शिलोंग फिर भी हो सकता है. लखनऊ तो मुश्किल होगा.
97.46 10 10 10 non-engineer male. I think L definite.
I भी दे देगा.
इंदौर कोझिकोड भी हो जाएगा. 10 10 है 10 12 में तो इंदौर
हाँ.
कोझिकोड कॉल. लखनऊ विल कॉल. शिलोंग विल आल्सो कॉल.
And
एबीसी ही मुश्किल होगा.
SP Jain का भी आ सकता है call
आ
if he
जाएगा.
has filled. हाँ.
In seed MIM or IM MBA, GMAT 750 and CAT 94.
GMAT score is definitely better than CAT score, so
Hmm.
you can go ahead with the GMAT in that case.
And GMAT 750 will get you very good colleges.
Right.
If you have a WorkX also, then definitely.
I will advise you to appear for the CAT interviews also, the MBA interviews, whichever calls you get. तो उससे experience भी हो जाएगा and then you can pick your call. Mukul.
Mukul, do you have a finance background? If you've done something in finance, you can get the call.
PGP
96.
फाइनेंस फाइन के 96.9% के PGP फाइनेंस आ सकता है
आ सकता है, आ जाए.
हम्म,
एमके का मेन कॉल्स 98 के आसपास खत्म होगा, सो दिस इज पॉसिबल.
So start
right.
work on finance if you really want to get into it. Start doing something for your interviews. एक दो छोटा courses भी join कर लो if you've not done anything.
Mhm.
That'll help you build up your profile if you get a call immediately.
Right.
That'll help you in the interviews also.
99.5 OBC, yeah, you'll get all three calls pages. ABC तीनों आएगा.
ये
OBC
सब हो
क्या
जाएगा.
है? 96 percentile SC category, all calls Pritam.
Yes, all calls, Preetham.
91.53 OBC category for Ankit.
All almost.
नॉन इंजीनियर भी है तो.
Top दो से मुश्किल हो. But you'll
ER
get
से
it.
थोड़ा मुश्किल, हाँ, कम है. बट आ जाएगा, कॉल्स तो आ जाएगा. आइम्स का तो आ ही जाएगा कॉल्स.
कॉल्स आ जाएंगे. हाँ.
91.09 SC category, you'll get calls, all the
ऑल
calls.
कॉल्स.
Siddharth, yes, all.
98, 97.66 general category, general CA.
सी है.
33 work,
Again,
months.
C
ठीक
तो
है.
डेफिनेटली CA onwards all है ना.
आ जाएगा. हाँ.
हाँ.
आ सकता
जनरल
है.
कैंडिडेट सी है.
AB
नॉन
भी
इंजीनियर.
आ सकता है.
ये
हाँ.
का मार्क्स मिलेगा. So
सी
they
आर
lot
प्रेफर्ड बाय बैंगलोर. वो एक एडवांटेज
हाँ.
रहता है.
chalo, so I think
Other students can put in the comment section and we'll try and answer their queries because सब तो यहाँ पे ले नहीं सकते.
And for
So
all the Mindwork students, we are having a session for all of you at 10:45.
हाँ,
So
you
please
can
log
join
in
there.
there. हाँ.
chalo, ठीक है. So I
Comment
think
section.
we'll stop the speculation. But broadly, we have talked about most of the numbers, etc.
Right.
So final comments now. Meenakshi, what should be the next step for these people?
So next step has to be, see, if you got anything above 90 and you want to join this year, immediately start your interview preparation, and especially general knowledge things, and the kind of calls or the kind of profile you want to go. Say if somebody was going for finance, I told them to join something for finance, start reading up on finance, etc. So whatever you are looking at, please start reading up on that. Your general knowledge, current affairs, etc. has to be in place, and start making a proper analysis about yourself. That's something very important. But why do you want to do MBA? What are your goals? What are your strengths, weaknesses, etc.? The normal questions, please start preparing immediately, together with your profile-based questions. Right.
Right. So Arun, your
So
comments.
anybody who has got above 90 or even above 85 and looking at doing MBA this year should definitely prepare for GDPIs. ZAT is still there. So people who have got below 85 should not lose hope. Give their best shot in ZAT because there are many colleges which take ZAT score. And yes, so give your best shot, and it's not the end of the road. You have lot
Yeah.
many opportunities. Even at 85, you can get into baby IMs. We have seen it happen. So don't lose hope.
Yes.
Prepare well for GDPI and wait for the calls. Don't speculate too much. And
Yeah.
people who
So
have done good above 95 should definitely prepare well and get into a top B school.
yeah. So in my view, I think what's important is you are at a Y junction now. And the Y junction is either taking you towards an attempt for next year's exam or moving on in your life with something else versus joining this year. So typically, if you are, the thumb rule is if you have just passed out or pass out plus 2 years and 2 years experience or 2 years gap also. But you let's say you passed out in 2020 and you are now in 2022 and so you've got a 2 year timeline. Maybe you've got a gap. Some part of it is a gap, and there'll be some people who will have a complete gap in that time, and some people will be working there. So whatever it is, if you pass out plus 2 years, I think another attempt is definitely warranted. First, go through the process, go through the ZAT exam. ZAT is one opportunity for you to get into the same B school level of B schools as the IIMs. You get to XLRA, you will have the same career as you would get out of IIM. Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Calcutta. So focus on that. Focus on that a lot, and try to get your ZAT going. So that's one. And then take a call. And in case you take a call of going for CAT 23, make sure that you are enhancing your profile during this time. It should not be a sit-at-home kind of attempt, because cat preparation does not require more than 4 hours a day at max, if you are specifically if you're in a 40-50 week period. And
Right.
25 hours a week is good enough. You don't need to study 70 hours a week for cat prep. तो अगर तुमको बोलता है कि 70 घंटे पढ़ो तो तुमको मतलब तुम्हारा टाइम वेस्ट कर रहा है, right? So the shortest path of cat, and because and I keep talking about cat, unless of course you are very weak at one area or a couple of areas. अगर बहुत weak हो तब उसको build करने के लिए time लगेगा. English एकदम नहीं आती है, maths एकदम नहीं आता है, तो your timeline might go up a little bit, but as I said, 25 hours a week अगर तुम cat prep कर रहे हो, 25 to 30 hours a week भी कर रहे हो अगर average, so that still leaves you around 50 hours of productive time, which has to be used to explain to someone. And when you try to think about kya karna chahiye, etc., the thumb rule is very simple. Thumb rule is very simple, that if you can explain, you decide on doing something and you can explain it to yourself. Why am I doing this? So then any interview will take that argument. There's no interview in the world who can argue against you about your personal life decisions. So as far as you can explain it to yourself and have a reasoned explanation to yourself, okay, I'm doing this and this is why I'm doing it. I'm sitting at home, I'm taking care of my mother. If I'm doing that and I'm doing that because it's a family responsibility, there's no interview in the world who can tell you that you are not worth my college. Nobody will tell you that. So just remember this. So there has to be a reasoned judgment. If you use it as an excuse कि मैं इसलिए बैठा हुआ था because I was doing this and you're actually not doing it, तब तो you will be found out immediately, because these people are very smart at the interview panels. They एक आंख में तुमको देखेंगे and they'll know that you're lying. So lies don't work in the interview. But at the same time, if it's a truth and you can justify it to yourself, why, what you're doing, so you have a very clear plan, right? So even if you are, let's say, for some reason you can't work, for some reason you can't join a course, nobody stops you, and you're sitting at home and let's say taking care of family or whatever, nobody stops you from reading. So the question will be, why did you build up some knowledge in that time when you had the time? The question will not be anything else. Right, so that's what we will want to end with, and whatever queries you got, please put it in the comment section. And Arun, can you get it answered by tomorrow for everybody? You are muted.
We will definitely answer almost all the queries, so people can type in the comment section, and by tomorrow afternoon we'll get all the answers done.
Yeah. ठीक है, so thank you so much. Thanks everybody for joining in, and thanks Arun.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you everyone. All the best.
And just I'm live every day at 11 p.m. on the channel. I'll not be live today because I've already done the live for today here earlier, given the fact that it was a different day today. But I'll come up with my analysis, etc. further. Or 11 p.m. every night I'm live for anywhere between 5 minutes to 20 minutes. So you can start following the channel. Please do like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Put your queries, your personal queries on the chat, on the comment section, and we'll get it answered by tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. All the best.
All the best. Feel good about yourself and go and give it your best shot. Chalo. Bye-bye.